Good morning. My name is Loretta Stiers. First of all, I'd like to thank my instructor, fellow classmates, family, and friends for giving me this opportunity this morning to talk to you all about the importance of CPR and first aid taught in our schools, to our teens especially. CPR stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. And today, a lot of teenagers babysit. And let's face it, we know little ones are quick with the hand to the mouth. In a second, a little one can put something in their mouth and be choking. Someone could be out eating and choking. Drowning is a big problem in the world today. So many children fall in pools, they drown or almost drown. And I think if people know how to deal with a situation, how to handle it, it would be most helpful in saving lives. I'd like to give a little demonstration on the Heimlich, and I have a volunteer to help me. Her name is Tammy. And I'd like to first demonstrate the Heimlich. With the Heimlich, you never address someone from the back. You always come around. Why, you ask?
Yes.
Well, because for one thing, you startle them, they're already panicked and distressed. They could elbow you, could come back and hit you in the neck, and then there's two injured people. Therefore, you want to come around in front of the person where you can actually visibly see them to see how distressed they are. You want to touch them to make that connection and say, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" If the person can answer you or cough, then they're not choking. But if you see she's still in distress, she can't answer, she can't cough, I want to do the Heimlich on you, I'm going to help you. Then you come around behind her. You locate the person's belly button. 3 fingers up from the belly button, you make the fist. Your thumb should be inward towards their abdomen. Then with your other hand, you bring it around and cover your fist. And you want to give deep inward and up thrusting thrust to help clear their airway. When you can hear them cough or see something fly out, then you know they're no longer in distress. They're no longer choking. Then you want to ask again, "Are you all right? Can you talk?" Yes. Thank you. Then most likely her airway is clear. CPR is so important. And if it's taught in our schools today at a younger age, not under 12 I don't think, but 13, 8th grade and up and so forth, I think when you learn something at an early age, it becomes habit to you. The more you learn it, or earlier you learn it, the more you will retain it. You have a question you said?
Yes, as far as, do you feel that that should be just taught in health class in the junior high or high school?
No, personally, I think it should be taught like with gym or with health education. It could even be taught after school as a separate program where a child would get credit for it. I think it even should be put online. Kids need to have a better access to learning CPR. It should be a must, just like reading, writing, anything else. CPR needs to be a must. Then I have a card here I want to refer to. According to the European Resuscitation Council, over 100,000 lives across Europe could be saved if more people were aware of CPR and the proper way to administer it. So just that alone shows a big difference, the importance of it. Children out in pools, if someone's drowning, or a child can drown and doesn't have to be in a swimming pool. We're all aware a child can drown in a bucket of water. But I think if you've had CPR, then you'll even deal with the situation differently. Sometimes the person panicking can be as much of a hinder to the situation as well as a help. But having known CPR and know the proper steps to take, you will address the situation more calmly, I think. So, even Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, there are a lot of different opportunities where CPR could be incorporated. But we need to take a stand on this. It's got to come to the front. CPR is a must. It has to be. If children can learn computers, they can sure learn CPR. So, having said that, I would like, yes, just a moment.
I have a question. Is there associations where you can learn this?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. The American Red Cross, in most cases, teaches these classes free. All you have to do is contact them and get something set up with your school or your facility. They do come out and give free classes. You'll be given a CPR card. Most places, a lot of jobs nowadays require you to keep your CPR up to date. As where I work, we have to keep our CPR up to date. So, any other questions from the audience?
Well, I have a question.
Yes.
Why are you saying that only 12 years old? What about younger children? Shouldn't they be taught CPR
I think they
and
should
first
be
aid?
introduced to it, but as far as actually demonstrating or using CPR, I think it would be the mental part and the stamina part of it would be too stressful for under 12 years of age. If any of you have ever did CPR, you will know that it can be very stressful. You know, you have to, once you start it, you need to keep doing it till someone else relieves you or until medical assistance arrives. Of course, when you're going to do CPR, first of all, you want to have someone call down 911, or you try to dial 911 if you can. But once you start CPR, you're really supposed to continue until someone else can take over for you or medical assistance arrives to help you. Are there any more questions from the audience? Well, again, I'd like to thank you all, and I hope I stressed the importance of CPR in our teens today and having it in our schools. I thank you for your time. Have a blessed day.